Elton John, I think, is a friend of Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Boys, what's the crack? How are you keeping?
How's it going?
We're doing well.
Doing great.
Lads, for something like this, do you guys get to meet each other beforehand? Even though when you're doing it, you're not beside each other, but do you need to know what ways are going to come about it, or are you just used to it now?
No, we actually record beside each other. No one else does, but we get to record in the same room at the same time and actually play off each other and improvise together. And I think it really lends to the dynamic the characters have. But we are very lucky in these movies that we actually record together. Yeah.
Oh my God. And do you get to hang out beforehand then? Because after the break, to kind of get back into that flow of things, what do you do?
We snap in pretty quick, I gotta say, and we see each other, in our lives. We're no strangers to one another.
You know what, lads? This has made me want to watch it again now because you can actually feel it in it that you're having the crack all the time.
Yeah, I would hope so. I think that's our goal, is that you can, and the reason we really stick to only recording together is the fact that we want people to feel that spontaneity in the movie. And, it kind of keeps it feeling as real as you can within this epic animated world that is being built.
And you get to know what the whole script is. So you're told, here's the whole plan, here's everything about it, and this is how you guys are going to be slotting in through the whole thing.
They give us the script, but obviously we're pretty focused on our own parts. Well, especially because we're asked to improvise so much, and now it's kind of expected.
Yeah.
I think that we will. So, we'll get a Timon and Pumbaa scene that looks like it's a half a page, and by the time we're done riffing and bouncing off of each other, it's like 10 pages worth of dialogue probably that we've added to it that they have to cut down.
Yeah.
If there was a Timon and Pumbaa album of just music, who would be in it? Who would just have in it? Because I just feel like you'd be great on a great night out, those two characters.
Yeah. Gotta have Beyonce on there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Blue Ivy, why not?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll let Lin-Manuel, even though he refused to write us a song.
I let Lin on there. Elton John, I think, is a friend of Timon and Pumbaa. Hans, Hans Zimmer wants to shred. Hans wants to be front and center, so I let him on the album as well.
Lads, what is it about this whole thing that everyone just has such heart for it when they hear of the Lion King and all that family? Like, for me, it brings back to being a kid again. Do you think that's what it is, that we all feel like kids again?
Yeah, I know when people ask me what I thought of Mufasa when I first watched it, I watched it alone in a screening room on the Disney lot. But my first reaction really was, that really made me feel like a kid. Like how I watched Disney movies as a kid. And I think, it's very nostalgic for people, but it's also adding a lot of new backstory, to an overall story that we're all very familiar with, but we don't know the information that's being given to us in this movie. But we still feel very connected to it because we discovered it when we were young.
Because you don't see the rest of the guys. Is it strange then when you do stuff like this or you're on red carpets and all that you're actually with them all? Is that like the day at school going, oh, there's you, oh, that's you?
Yes, I met Mads Mikkelsen for the first time last night at the premiere here in London. Aaron and Kelvin and Tiffany, we met at the press, events leading up to the movie in the last week or so. And so, it's cool. Honestly, it's cool to get to meet them. And we're lucky because we get to record together. Literally, none of them did even record it together once throughout the entire process. And so, for most of them, this is the first time meeting anybody else in the cast. But that's not uncommon at all for these animated movies. I remember, the first time I was in Kung Fu Panda, I met like all the other people I interact with for the first time on the red carpet. And it's really weird, yeah.
Oh, amazing. And can I just ask before I go, are you given anything after each movie? Are you saying, okay, here's a Timon and Pumbaa, a badge or anything to kind of make it a memoir? Nothing.
They give us nothing.
Nothing. Except they better give us a prequel of our own now.
A prequel. And one of those giant Pride Rock popcorn buckets.
Yeah. That's really what we do it for.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, look, lads, in Dublin, Ireland, everyone's going to love it. I got to see it the other day and it give me a big smile. So thanks so much.
And I remember when I was 8 years of age, we went to watch Casper in Navan, County Meath, Casper the movie, and we snuck in to watch Bad Boys instead.
That's hilarious. So from one bad boy to another.
Yes.
May I hear your groove?
Oh, it's so bad.
I want to hear it.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's it. And I tried it on the way over as well. Because I knew I was going to not ask you to do it. I was going to ask about other people doing it.
I love that it's just the word hello.
I know.
How was your mom?
How's my mom? Oh, I love this. Look at this, the Irish accent. She's great. She's down the road.
I've had to apologise to lots of people I know because they've sent me people who live in London, and if they live anywhere near a billboard, then I'm sort of haunting all of my friends, and that does feel like something you should apologise for up front. I wonder how long I will be stationed like outside their windows.
I have 2 words for it. And great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Every time I see you, you're more famous. You're, you know what I mean? You're like taking over the world. I mean, this time it's Croke Park.
This is like...
Was that on the rider list when I'm going to Dublin?
I was like, I'll only do a junket if it's in Croke Park. They tried to do the Aviva and I was like, there's no hope of that.
I need to talk to you about you making me famous in Ireland.
How did I do this?
So I was on my first ever red carpet in London, flew over from Dublin, and you took me out of the red carpet and you said, "You remind me of me when I was younger."
You look like a young Jack Black. Has anyone ever told you that? Turn the camera around on this guy. Did anyone
need a photo of you together.
It's my British doppelganger. Is anyone getting this?
Yeah, got it.
Crossy and Jack. Brand new movie. It's a crime-fighting duo.
I have to say Ari is the person that made me laugh the most. She does it so easily.
Her impressions.
Spot on. Completely spot on.
Did she try and take you on?
Oh, she has. And she's done it really well. She has, and she's done it beautifully. I think it's like wonderful.
Feel okay and cursing as well. I've never watched a movie and felt so related to it in my whole life.
So seen. I've never felt so seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, I have family in the North End and the South. So.
Oh, amazing. Well, look, it's a deal.
Yeah, I want the Avoca fruit and seeded bread.
The Avoca Gardens,
the bread is like £6.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
He used to probably introduce Home and Away in RTE in Ireland back in the day when you were on it. So that was his job.
He did not tell me that. I'm disappointed.
I sent you a picture, didn't I?
Yeah.
First fitting in my new jacket.
And I was still doing press for season 2 in LA. And Luke sent me a picture. I was like, he looks gorgeous. I was like, all right. And it's so funny, the costume department, I don't think they said this to me. Dougie said to me, "We're making him sexy for you." And I was like, all right, Dougie. He literally said those words, "We're making him sexy for you." And I was like,
oh, wow.
Okay.
At Valentine's Day, right? I don't even know if you can show this or whatever. And my daughter is in a shop with my husband. I was told this today. Yeah, sure, do that face until you hear the story. She goes up to a card and she goes, "This is perfect for Mummy." It's a picture of Timothy, who she thought was her dad, because it looks like my husband. And it says, "Will you Wonka my Willy?"
I'm look this. That's brilliant. That's humour. See, the humour's gone from you to her.
But she doesn't get it. She's like, "Oh, it's Willy Wonka. Will you Wonka my Willy, Dad?" She's like, "No."
Hopefully we won't have to remember each other like we're dead to each other.
These are both going into Big Brother now.
Ever gonna see each other.
All right, well. I don't know.
It was my first day on set, and Antonio was there, and I was so nervous. Really? Oh God, it was awful because it was the big final scene was my first day, and so there's the Brown family, there's Julie Walters, there's Antonio Banderas.
No, but she was nervous because it was a big scene, not because of me. I was nervous because of her. Yeah, because I'm sorry. It's very cheesy to say these things on television because it seems that we are just sending beautiful things to each other. And I am a huge admirer of your work. I'm serious. So I am the one who was nervous there. I am the one who was nervous. Oh yeah, believe me.
No, but it feels like it's not a million miles away. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I got to do it enough. I did enough laps as Oz that if I just saw a hairpiece again, it would all come back.
Glenn, I'm looking at you because God love you. Every girl and gay in the world is commenting.
Every girl and gay.
Every girl and gay. Wow. That's the beginning of a beautiful nursery rhyme. Thank you so much.
Are you a Swiftie? Is Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Is this like? Are you a Swiftie in real life?
I would say, yeah. I mean, look, there are some extreme Swifties, and I won't claim the kind of expertise that others have, but yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh my God, the Guinness in Devonshire it's Ireland.
Top-notch.
It's basically Ireland.
Well, I'm not such a beer drinker. Are you a beer? Have you not split the G?
Yeah, it's split the G. You don't know
Split the
that.
gin.
G.
Split the G. Split the G. Your first gulp, you have to try and split the G of the Guinness on the side of the pint glass.
That's what you need to do tonight, lads.
I want to do it. I want to do it. I'm ready.